Hey everybody, welcome back to Mixing the Wood Brothers in Universal Audio's Luna. I've done a few things since the last video, but there's nothing of consequence that I've done here. There's no mixing that I've done. I'll walk you through a few things here. I've set up a vocal bus. I haven't routed anything to it yet. I put up a reverb bus here. I don't have anything going to that either yet. And I have a mix bus. I was using the main as the mix bus before, but I'm going to start using this instead. I feel like I can use this better to print things instead of having to go through the main. This way I can make a version of the mix bus on the main, or I can print to another track and make versions. It's just a workflow change. Everything else is the same. So let's get started. Let's work on some vocals here. As a reminder, this is where we are as of right now.
Smoke alarm. Well, you wonder what happened. Your heart must have jumped the track. You put your lips out in the wind and you hope you get some kissing back. Every night you get the same old dream.
Okay, good enough. I'm going to be working with some of these buses today, but let's go ahead and get these vocals working here. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to butt right up here to the verse, verse 1.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky.
I'm going to grab an equalizer and I'm going to roll off some of the low end that we definitely don't need.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm.
I'm also listening for those plosives when he's, getting real close to the mic, and I don't want to hear those, so I'm going to roll those out at the bottom here.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm.
I think I can get away with about right there, maybe a little bit of a duck right here.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm. Well, you wonder what happened.
Okay, let's put some tone on this thing here. Let's pull up a Helios.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm. Well, you wonder what happened. Your heart must have jumped the track. You put your lips out in the wind and you hope you get some kissing back. Every night you get the same old dream. There's a spoonful of honey where your heart should be, and there's a honey dripping off your spoon.
All right, let's grab some compression here.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm. Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm. Well, you wonder what happened. Your heart must have jumped the track. You put your lips out in the wind and you hope you get some kissing back. Every night you get the same.
Sounding okay? Let's do some de-essing right fast.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm. Well, you wonder what happened. Your heart must have jumped the track. You put your lips out in the wind and you hope you get some kissing back. Every night you...
All right, let's get some reverb going here. I have a reverb send set up over here, but I don't have a reverb on it yet, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to use the EMT plate. I think this song would work well with that. It's kind of a classic rock sound. These are typically where I start. I usually will high pass the filter here, right up to that 380 mark. It's not a true filter on the bottom if you ever look at it in an analyzer, so it kind of rolls off gently right there. So I usually start around 2, and might put the EQ in. We'll see here in a second. Let's put a send up to it.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arm, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm. Well, you wonder what happened. Your heart must have jumped the track. You put your lips out. Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arm, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm.
All right, let's get to the background vocals. Okay, those are gonna need some control here. So I'm gonna mute the main vocal. Oh, by the way, I did set up a vocal bus. So what I'm gonna go ahead and send all of these to that bus. Okay, that's those 3 definitely have some muddy low end. So let's get rid of that right fast. And why not use the good old REQs? One of the first plugins I ever bought was the Ren bundle, the Renaissance bundle. Oh gosh, probably back in 2003 or 2, maybe 2001. And I still use it. It's still fantastic. And
woo, honey dripping off of your spoon. Woo, honey dripping off of your spoon. Woo, honey dripping off of your spoon. Woo, spoon. Woo, honey dripping off your spoon. Honey dripping off your spoon. Ooh, honey drip. Ooh, honey dripping off of your spoon. Ooh, ooh, honey dripping off of your spoon.
I'm gonna use one of my favorite compressors that I got with the Ren bundle a long time ago, the Axe, the Renaissance Axe. I think this is supposed to be a guitar compressor. However, oh yeah, I like how they just have moderate, medium, extra, like that. I mean, this is as simple as it gets. You have a threshold that you pull down and then it starts compressing. I love it.
Woo, honey dripping off of your spoon. Woo, woo, honey dripping off of your spoon.
All right, cool. On that one, we'll use the old CLA, one of my other old plugins here.
Ooh, honey dripping off of your spoon. Ooh, honey dripping off of your. Ooh, honey dripping off of your spoon. Honey dripping off of your spoon. Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna pull those down a little bit because I think they need some more tone. So let's head over here to the I want to see here, the 1073 Legacy.
Spoon. Woo, honey dripping off of your spoon. Woo, woo, honey dripping off of your spoon. Woo, honey dripping off of your spoon.
Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm pulling out a little bit of that little dark mask that's on the vocals at the 220 area.
Woo, honey dripping. Woo.
Oh, I don't like that at all. So let's get rid of that. And we'll use the old Pultec. The Pultec Pro. One of my favorite inventions ever, where they stack the MEQ5 on top of the EQP1.
Woo, woo, honey dripping off of your spoon.
Yeah, all I have to do is put it on 300 and dip some. We got it.
Woo,
I'm gonna put some air on that too, maybe around 12.
woo, honey dripping off of your spoon. Woo, honey dripping spoon. Woo, honey dripping off of your 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 spoon. Ooh, honey dripping off of your spoon. Honey dripping off of your spoon. Ooh, honey dripping off of your spoon.
Okay, now let's send some of those to the Verb.
Spoon. Ooh, honey dripping off of your spoon. Honey dripping off of your spoon. Ooh, honey dripping off of your spoon.
Okay, cool. I think I want to put some of that guitar into that same reverb.
We're standing on the back of that train.
Okay, let's do the harmonica right fast. Grab the fab filter. I'm just super fast at using this, so we'll use this. Okay, so since this is the I think it's the drummer's mic. Nope, I'm sorry. It was actually on the bass player's microphone first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the bass player's plug-in chain here. And we'll probably change a few things, but I want it to sound like he's still playing it. So
We're standing on the back. We're standing on the back of that train with your open arm.
put some reverb on it, and
We're standing on the back of that train with your open arm.
okay, maybe one more process here I want to do, and I think it's going to be a delay. And maybe just on the vocal, the main vocal. Let's try real fast let's try the EP34. I'm going to keep this on this source mix here, and I'll leave this on the low tension. That's normally how they came and were used. And I've already figured out this is at 91 beats a minute or so, and I'm going to put this on sync so I can kind of sync a delay on this thing here. Maybe we can get a little slapback of a 16 or a 30-second. Let's see.
We're standing on the back of that train with your open
I'm gonna mute the verb while we do this.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm. Well, you wonder what happened? Your heart must have jumped the track. Well, standing on the back of that.
Okay, so if you notice the way this works, we have an echo knob here, and that's actually how loud that the return inside of this unit is coming back into the signal. So, I mean, if you follow these little lines here, what's going on is the vocal is being sent into the unit and then back out with the effect on it, and this is how much of that effect is on it. So,
well, standing.
And I only want a little bit, so I mean, I could go crazy and go.
Well, standing on the back of that train.
You know, we can even get into some weird stuff like that, but
well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm.
You can distort this too if you record it real hot, but well, I think it sounds good right there.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms. Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms.
Okay.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms. Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms. Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm.
Okay, let's put the reverb back in.
Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms. Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm. Well, you wonder what happened? Your heart must have jumped the track. You put your lips out in the wind and you hope you get some kissing back.
Now, I'm going to do something with this reverb that's going to seem silly at first, but I promise it makes sense, and maybe you'll see what I mean. I'm going to use the thermionic culture product called the Vulture. The Vulture is a distortion box, and I actually have made a few, let's see, I think I saved them in Logic. There's an old way of doing this to the reverb where I'm going to distort the reverb a little bit. Okay, I'm going to turn that off right now, but okay, you can probably hear that. I'm going to pull it up so you can hear it in the video here. This is with without it. That's just the pure plate. Now, when I turn this on, it's going to distort the signal going into that plate and make it a little bit gritty. So,
well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms. Well, standing on the back of that train with your open arms, and looking at the big sky, listening to the smoke alarm. Well, you wonder what happened? Your heart must have jumped the track. You put your lips out in the wind and you hope you get some kissing back.
Okay, let's move to a different part of the song so we're not tired of that.
Honey dripping off of your spoon. Don't you know your spoon's getting low?
Okay, that snare I'm going to send also to the verb a little bit.
Honey dripping off of your spoon. Don't you know your spoon's getting low? Don't you know your spoon's getting low? You worry and you wonder just where the honey goes. You're hoping, you pray real hard. If you
Okay, I'm going to do that thing that people tell you not to do, which is send a bass to the verb.
honey dripping off of your spoon.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't you know your spoon's getting low? You worry and you wonder just where the honey goes. You hope honey dies.
That's where it's at right there. Okay. So the next video we put together, I'll probably do some automation and then we'll be done with this, I think. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it so much. Please hit the subscribe. Please hit the little bell. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you next time. Thanks.